So I wanted to ask you, what do you think about when you're approaching a girl for the first time? Let's say, like when we were out a few weeks ago when you came to New York, what's on your mind? What's kind of your approach when you're going up to a girl that you're interested in?
Love this question, but I think this should be prefaced with, I think, first of all, the venue, like you just mentioned, right? So many factors go into where you're at and kind of just the overall audience that's there and the energy. Obviously, if you're going out with like a big group and trying to get after and whatnot and have a good time, that's much different than if it's just you and your boy. Say if like you and I were just going out and with the sole purpose of trying to, pick up chicks and figure that out from there. We would.
Can you move the mic a little bit closer?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, there you go. Perfect.
We would go somewhere much different than if we were going to, with a group of friends, obviously. But with that, I think there's also so much more that happens before you even go up and talk to a girl. How many times do you make eye contact with someone before you want to go up and talk to them? Like a lot of times when I go and talk to a girl, it's because we made eye contact. You know what I mean? I feel like it's like an icebreaker before the icebreaker. Just to be able to kind of let the guard down and be that you're aware of each other, because you can also tell so much just by looking at someone and seeing the way they gaze at you.
Yeah, it's so much better when you're going by feel, because I used to be so in my head and scientific about it, especially back in college. So this is 28 now, so 7, 8, 9 years ago, as a sophomore, junior, just starting to go out to actual bars with a fake ID and thinking in my head, this girl looked at me 3 times in the past 30 minutes, so therefore she is she's now signaling me over. She's now gonna she wants to fuck me in the bathroom. That was the thing. It was 3 times in 27 minutes or less, never more. She wants to do it in the bathroom. 3 times between 27 and 30 minutes. She wants to do it in the coat room, and then if it was 3 and 45, call the Uber. You're having the night of your life over the pants hand job. Yeah, lock it in.
Guaranteed.
But yeah, I just remember being so in my head about things and looking for signals, and I could have made it so much easier for myself if I just read the overall body language and went by the vibe if a girl is into me or not, because eye contact it has so many levels to it. You can make eye contact with someone for a split second, and in that eye contact you could generate the perception that I'm attracted to you, or I'm repulsed
100%.
by you, or I'm indifferent to you, or just so many things. And so it can be overwhelming when you're trying to read all those signals.
Absolutely. And with that, I feel like regardless of your experience or confidence, we build up this whole perception of like who they're going to be before you go up to them, and I think that just snowballs into just you like putting pressure on yourself before you even go up and talk to someone. Like if you were to go up and talk to one of your buddies at a bar or just some random guy about anything, right? So if you're at a bar and there's a guy to your right and you're waiting for your drink, and you see that he's wearing, like, I'm a big Ravens fan, right? So if this guy has anything like a Ravens hat on, it's like, oh, go Ravens, whatever. It's like, that's super casual, but you would, like, how many guys would feel comfortable doing like that kind of a introduction to a girl? Like that, you know what I mean? That doesn't happen, but that is, I feel like, the most genuine and authentic way to go about it.
Yeah, doing it and not having some sort of structured plan in your mind.
Right.
And not having the story you tell yourself get in the way of what you then say or do when you're talking to that girl.
Yeah, I mean, if it's not genuine, it's going to be seen. You know what I mean? That's going to be completely obvious, and then from there, it's just not going to work out.
Yeah, it's so weird how many, and it's not just approaching women or being in that type of sexual tension situations. It's with a lot of things where I started to notice once I graduated school and you start to take a step back, you're definitely spending more time alone with yourself. You're not going out Thursday through Tuesday. I started to think there's so many decisions that I make based off of the story that I tell myself in my head. There's so many, whether it's professional or personal, I tell myself a story of how I think this is going to go. I play it in my head before. And if it didn't go well, then I would not do that thing a lot of times. And I started to realize that I'm just projecting my own stories on other people. And then I'm acting according to the story I've told myself rather than opening up with a genuine observation. Like I would always have not a line, because like a line infers that I came into the night with it and was going to use it on anyone. Saying I have a pickup line infers that that line is meant for anyone. But for me, I would look at the girl, because all you have to go on is her physical appearance, because you know nothing about her, or you make a comment about the place that you're in. And then I would, once I started to feel more confident about myself, I would just make the observation, never really a question, more like an open-ended statement, and then let her respond and go from there. And that's when I started to really get more confident. But before that, it would always be, you know, I say this, and then she says that, and then she says that, and then I say this, and then I say this, and she says that, and then she would say something completely different than I was expecting, and I'd just be like, I'm just gonna sip this vodka soda like a little bitch.
Exactly, with a straw.
Yeah, with two straws. I'm sharing it with another guy. We have two straws in the cup. He's talking. We're both talking to the same girl. I'm just like, I tag you in. I'm just like, I fucked that up. Yeah.